From First Alert 7 News, with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching Wake Up West Texas.
Extra, good morning to you. 7 o'clock on the dot as we start off another Wake Up West Texas Extra episode on this Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. There's not another name for this day, unfortunately. I could think of a few others. Oh, yeah. That's right.
I was going to say, we do have tacos.
We have tacos in studio on this Taco Tuesday. It was on purpose, I think, actually. It was fate more so than anything.
I was going to say, we were just hungry and we wanted food.
That's true. That's the way that'll work around here. So glad to have you with us, though, as we start our morning off with you here on First Alert 7's Facebook page, which I will now open so I can make sure I can keep an eye on the comment section. Across, wrong phone. Let me get this one. Let's see. All right.
He has too many phones.
He has too many phones to keep up with. There we go. Oh, there's me. Okay. Sorry.
There's a delay. Clearly.
Download our app. Take us with you wherever you go. You can watch us anywhere you get your news as long as you have the First Alert 7 app. It's completely free of charge, so just have it anyways. You can download it on your phone, your tablet, and even your connected TV on Fire TV, Apple, Roku, you name it. We are there. So glad to have you. But also, it's a busy day for Sawyer because it is a First Alert weather day because of severe weather. We are now in the beginning of severe weather season, and with that, the threat of severe weather for a lot of the area today, including the Permian Basin and Eastern Basin especially, but also all of us really involved in a wind event as well.
Yeah, you know, we do have the threat for severe weather, especially for those eastern portions of the region. But as this system does approach, you know, West Texas, and that system is going to be what brings that severe weather, is what is going to... Okay.
Oh.
I was just looking
got
at
distracted.
our show. Yeah, he changed things and didn't tell me. Thank you. But as that system does approach the area, it is going to bring breezy to windy conditions with it as well. So western portions of the region, the severe weather threat really isn't there, but you are looking at strong winds with gusts up to about 50 miles per hour for, you know, Pecos, most of our western counties, give or take, and then into the Guadalupe and Delaware Mountains, with gusts up to 60 miles per hour. And that starts this afternoon, right around noon, give or take, continuing through about midnight. So
okay, so there's
12-hour event, and
it's
then
a full day event, yeah.
Yeah, and then severe weather looking to start around 2 for our far western portions of the region. Like I mentioned, severe weather not really likely for western portions of the region, but storms at least looking to be possible there. And then as it makes its way eastward, hits kind of some, I would say, moist air, you know, where we have high dew points, stuff like that, then that's where we're looking at that severe weather threat.
It's got a lot more moisture to work with when it gets to that point, so that'll be definitely a big rain event for a lot of the North Texas region, East Texas later on, but even portions of our Eastern Permian Basin in those really big firing up storms that are going to happen later on this afternoon. So, shall look at your forecast in just a few minutes, but first we want West Texas to weigh in. It's our part of the morning where we want you to vote on our polls. Go to firstalert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code on your screen right there to be able to weigh in. As I fix the screen there, someone has been messing with it. Every day, it's always kind of something with this thing.
Yeah.
Let me get into it so I can't look at it without making it look nice. Let me hop into it. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, that looks nicer, doesn't it? You can see it a little bit better.
Yeah, so much better.
What is the most popular car color in the United States? Blue, black, gray, or white? And I have a big take on this that I'll probably talk the next 15 minutes on. So it's a shame that this country's changed like this. We used to be a colored, like a country of different colors. Like we used to have cars that were pink, blue, orange. There were different colors.
I've never seen an orange
Look up
car.
a photo of cars from the 1960s and 70s.
Oh, okay.
We used to be a country who liked colored cars. And now we have silver, black, and maybe blue if you're lucky, if anything. That's about everything. Car colors, Sawyer.
I was going to say, the way that you said this could be interpreted not.
We're talking about car colors specifically, but yes, now it's these colors listed on your screen here: blue, black, gray, and white.
I don't feel
Look
like
at
it's
the photo
blue.
from the 1960s, and you can definitely tell. I wish I could pull it up.
No, just think of the cars from the movie Cars.
Sure, that's a good way to look at it.
But anyway.
Good morning to Tiffany McElroy and Mitch J. Reddy. Good morning to you as well. Happy Tuesday. We're talking about car colors across the country. What is the most popular car color? Unfortunately, it's only these 4 here, one of them, because we don't have the car colors of the past. It's a whole thing.
I kind of want to go with either black or white, quite honestly.
Well, I mean, it's possible. It's literally one of the most common.
I feel like
What is? Well, let's start off with our car colors.
I have a gray car.
Gray,
And
mine
you have
is.
silver.
So again, there's no variety there, is there?
Light gray. No.
So it's kind of grays in between. I'm going to go with blue because it's the most exciting of the bunch.
I don't think it's blue.
It might not be.
I don't feel like
Tiffany
it's
said
blue.
she's going with white, which is probably a very safe answer.
Yeah, I
you
was
know
thinking
why
that.
it might be the right answer too, if I had to guess? Insurance, but also it's the cheapest color. So if you're looking to
make,
save some
yeah.
money, they won't charge you for it. But maybe that's why the colors of the past are gone. Because they truly were pink, green, yellow. If you see some of the classic car shows, those were the colors of the
Yeah.
cars. They're
Chartreuse
colorful,
car.
so cool. But nowadays we're stuck with our kind of like phones, cell phones. Like we have muted colors. They used to be very colorful early on. Our flip phones and razors, they had different colors on them, and now we're stuck with black, blue, or white.
I was just thinking, every single car that I've had, because I've had 3 in the, 10 years that I could drive? 10-ish, give or take. I've had a blue, a white, and now a gray car.
They're all exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's true. I mean, I've had 6 cars,
Jeez.
and my only the funnest one I had was from the '90s. It was a red car, and that's the most exciting it got was red. And so yeah, I wish we could go back in the day. Maryland's going with black, and Mitch State Ready's going with black. So vote on firstalert7.com/contest. When you go shopping, car shopping, fancy colors cost you more. Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. Because there are some manufacturers that still offer some different kind of colors. Chevy, I know, has been offering like a greenish yellow, so it's kind of like a departure from standards. But again, back in the day, there were truly colors everywhere. If you look at old photos of different kind of color cars. So interesting topic. Let us know what you think. Going to firstalert7.com/vote. Our next poll of the question of the morning: what instrument is your favorite to play or listen to? There's piano, guitar, bagpipes, violin, trumpet, or other. And I chose piano because I play the piano. I also would play trumpet, but I haven't played it in a long time.
I feel like you need to bring your trumpet in and play.
I should actually. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Just can you imagine? It probably wouldn't come out very
To
good.
my mother who is watching, do we still have our clarinet? ? Okay, thanks.
We can have our band swear. Chris Kavanaugh says good morning to the Extra family. Good morning,
morning,
Chris.
Chris
Good to have you with us
Kavanaugh.
here. So glad to have you here.
I play piano as well. I'm going to put violin though because I like to listen to the violin. Like I like a good.
It's nice and it's nice on the ears. Yes.
Well, technically it's like cello, but string instruments. So I'm just going to go with violin. I love a good like string cover of modern songs. Like if you listen to the
like an
Bridgerton
instrumental
soundtrack,
kind of. Yeah.
the Bridgerton soundtrack is all like string quartet of like Taylor Swift songs or Coldplay.
Coldplay. Yeah.
Or
That's a good-
Pitbull.
Pitbull.
There's a Pitbull.
Violin.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've heard some of the songs you were talking about in like your playlist there.
Yeah.
So those are kind of nice. But yeah, piano for me. We heard a wonderful story, and we are going to have that a little bit later about a pianist here in Music City Mall who shares his talent with everyone every weekend. So we'll get into that. Chris Kavanaugh saying xylophone.
Ooh.
That's a great idea. You know, and xylophone is, the keys are similar to piano, so I do feel like I could relate to that,
You need
Chris.
to do your kalimba.
Oh, I do play kalimba. I do have that. I could easily start playing that. It's a finger piano, some people call. So good to know. Firstalert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code and let us know what you think this morning. If you worked in the news, which job would you rather have? A news anchor, a meteorologist or weather person, a reporter, or a behind-the-scenes role, of which there are many? Most people would pick meteorologist or a behind-the-scenes role, either one. 20% anchor, and no one wants to be a reporter just yet. So go to firstalert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code on your screen. Let us know what you would do if you worked here at First Alert 7. And if you're interested, please go to graytv.com. I'm just kidding.
Actually, go ahead and do that.
So we
have a couple of positions
We have an
open, why
internship
not?
position, so that's always a lot of fun. Back when I started, back in my day,
Oldie.
Sawyer can play the glockenspiel.
I can. I have a glockenspiel.
Well, you have a glockenspiel?
Yeah.
Why do you have a glockenspiel?
I've told you all about this before. So I started playing music when I was like 2 years old. And sorry, I sighed at you. I'm sorry. I started learning and playing music in a program called Kinder Music. And
I think I vaguely remember this story.
but during that program, I learned how to play the glockenspiel, and they gave it to me, and I still have it. And I got to like bubble write my name on the case. I have the case. I also had a dulcimer.
Oh yes, okay. Ding 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 ding. I can hear it in my brain.
But yes, I had a dulcimer.
It's like
as
strings,
well.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know where that went, but it was made out of cardboard. It was kind of cool. And I got to decorate it with stickers and stuff. But yeah, we still have my glockenspiel. I'm kind of upset though because it's in my nephew's room for when he comes to visit, and he like plays with it and takes the keys off, and now they're in the wrong order.
Oh boy, now they're out of tune and everything.
So, and like one of the mallets is missing, and so
it's not in the best of conditions anymore.
no,
Okay.
it's okay though. Let them play
Well,
the
if
music.
you get the clarinet and glockenspiel, I'll play the piano and trumpet. We
oh,
would
did
have a
she
whole
reply
band.
about the clarinet?
No, she did not. Not that I saw. No, she says I don't think so. It was earlier. I missed
Yeah, I
it.
think we sold it. I don't know.
Okay. Mitch says he'd be a reporter.
Oh, there you go, Lauren.
That's awesome. Mayor says behind the scenes. That's me. What would we do if Mayor was not helping us all the time through all these years? Goodness gracious, I don't know what we would do. We appreciate all those behind the scenes. That's the only reason we're able to sit here and have this show is because people are behind the scenes making things run. So
Yes.
that's true. That's a very important role, more vital than any other position. I started behind the scenes back when. Work your way in front of the camera as well. But there's many different positions in the newsroom. Let us know what you would choose. Go to firstalert7.com/vote. And our final poll, what is the best way to spend a day off? There's so many different ways you could do it. Relaxing at home. We call it rotting. I like the way you've kind of added that to my vocabulary.
Oh,
Rotting at home.
didn't know I did that. But
You
okay.
did do yeah, you definitely added that to my vocab. Hitting the town, an outdoor adventure, catching up on errands, meet up with some friends or other. You'll never catch me meeting up with friends,
Liar.
but you'll definitely catch me doing errands.
I mean, I guess not on your day off.
Never on my day off. I have too many things to do.
Well, no. He'll go out with us sometimes.
I try.
I put relaxing at home. I love good, yeah, like rotting day on my couch, hanging out with my dog, watching movies. I like to do that after work.
I always feel like I'm missing out, so I'm never home when I'm off.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm always running around. I have
Yeah.
so many things to do with my family. I am never, ever, ever home on my day off or any time off at all.
I hate going out, quite honestly.
You do? You're
Yeah.
more of a stay-at-home
I'm a
person.
very big homebody.
Shalana says sleeping.
Is that not on there?
So that's very, well, it's kind of like with relaxing at home.
I was gonna say, yeah. I on my days off, I sleep until like 10, take a nap again.
That sounds nice,
Stay on
actually.
the
I probably
couch.
should do that. I wouldn't be so tired all the
Yeah.
time.
I do, do laundry and clean and, sometimes get groceries. But if I could stay home and just not do anything, I would be a happy camper.
Maria says to you, hello, a meteorologist, of course, is her answer to that.
Well, thank you.
That's so cool,
Very
Maria.
kind.
Thank you for commenting, letting us know. You can still go onto website, firstalert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code, let us know what you would do on your day off, what you would like to be in the news if you were joining our team, which you can, of course. And then also an instrument that's your favorite to play or listen to. And finally, our trivia question of the hour, what is the most popular car color in the United States? Which unfortunately the options are blue, black, gray, and white. Such boring colors, y'all. The manufacturers need to add some more car colors. It's such a sad thing to do. I love cars.
I
very
love
much
seeing a
into
fun
cars.
car. We have a couple in like what everybody drives around here. We have a couple blue cars. But yeah, most of them are
Most
like
of them are the
black,
same color.
gray,
Yeah, I
silver,
tell you.
white.
Let's go back to the olden days of car colors where there were pinks, oranges, blue, turquoise. That's the color I was looking for. That real light blue color. That's like the iconic
No,
color
you know what
of
I'm
back in
thinking
the
of?
day.
I'm thinking of, like I mentioned earlier, Flo from Cars.
Flo, yes, that's
Yeah.
the color. Thank you. Yes,
Beautiful.
Ramon, the
Yeah.
way he
Well, he changed his color all the time because
he's spray paint guy. Yeah, that's
He
true.
was,
Lowrider.
Yeah, but anyway.
So cool. Well, we appreciate you streaming with us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. Coming up in just a moment, we'll dive into a First Alert Weather Day. She's got all the details on what we can all expect. I'm waiting for your forecast, so we'll have that right after the break as we take a live look outside this morning over the beautiful skies of, I'm curious where we're looking outside this morning across the area. Andrews, still dark. It's such a sad thing this time of the year. We lose our sunrises this hour. Don't worry, in the next hour we will have a sunrise. It looks a little hazy. I think it's the camera lens because it looked like this yesterday.
Clouds.
Oh, is it low clouds? Okay. Some low clouds out there. Mitch, I love your comment. Home with a cold one. Now that's a good idea, Mitch. I like that. All right. As we look live outside over Andrews, we'll have your forecast next. Download us and take your app. Download us and take us with you wherever you go. Download us on your phone, tablet, or connected TV. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Now from the First Alert 7 Weather Center, here's meteorologist Sawyer McElroy.
Good morning and happy Tuesday, everybody. Here's a look at our weather alerts as we do start off the day. It is a First Alert 7 weather day due to the threat of severe weather coming up later today, but also some strong winds ahead of that severe weather. High wind warning will go into effect at 1 p.m. Central Time, noon Mountain Time, continuing through late tonight with wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. A wind advisory in effect through that same time period for those areas in tan for wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. It is rather mild this morning, with those temperatures ranging from the 40s to the 60s. 61 currently in Midland, 60 here in Odessa. Those winds anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. And as we head through the day, we are going to see those storms popping up. But this morning, quiet conditions. Here's a look at that futurecast. We are looking to see those storms popping up by about noon, especially for portions of far west Texas, then continuing to make its way eastward through the afternoon and evening hours. The biggest severe weather threat is going to be east of our area for the most part. For eastern portions of our region, we could see some strong severe storms as well. That should clear out by about 9 to 10 p.m. tonight. Here's a look at that severe weather outlook for today. Widespread strong severe storms will be possible for those areas in brown. So, like I mentioned, for far eastern portions of the region, Odessa area, isolated strong severe storms will be possible. And then for the Midland area, it's a very, very slight difference between the scattered to widespread storms. But with those widespread storms, we could see large hail up to 3 inches, which is softball size in diameter possible. And those strong winds, temperatures as we head through the day are going to warm up into the 60s through the 80s for those high temperatures. 82 for Midland and Odessa, 81 for Pecos and Monahans, 81 for Presidio as well. A little bit cooler across those higher elevations into portions of southeast New Mexico and Van Horn as well. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we do have that cold front that will pass through the area tomorrow. Cooling things down, but keeping breezy to windy conditions in the forecast. Temperatures will warm up into the 80s, even 90s coming up by this weekend.
All right, sir, thank you very much. Download that First Alert 7 mobile weather app so you're weather aware for the threat going on this afternoon. I'm here with Lauren Mutt now. Lauren, thanks for having us, but also joining us.
It's been so long since I've been on XTRA.
It has been. You were helping out our evening crew last week. We had elections going on. We had a lot going on. So we're glad to have you back here on Wake Up West Texas Extra this morning for a very special story that you're going to be bringing us. I'm curious if you can talk a little bit about it. We'll show it here just a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a story I've been working quite a while on, something that you have been working quite a while on. You met Charles like 2 years ago playing the piano here inside Music City Mall, and he has an incredible story. You passed his contact information along to me, and I got to meet with him. Oh my gosh, it was like a month ago when I first met with him, and then we finally got to film a story. We finally got to get things rolling, and it aired last night, a special report on First Alert 7 News at 6 and 10. It aired this morning on Wake Up West Texas, and we're going to show it here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. It is a beautiful story of a man and how he overcame a lot and built a really cool community here inside the mall.
So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at Charles Harshman's story.
This mall can get kind of busy on Saturdays, but amid the franticness sits a piano to spread joy, minister, and heal, one note at a time. Every Saturday, from 2 to 4 p.m., Reverend Charles Harshman sits down and plays the piano.
I'm not educated in piano. I never had instruction lessons or anything like that. And I believe it's a God-given gift that I've come this far.
It's a gift that carried Mr. Harshman through the loss of his wife.
My wife and I had been married 67 years, and so I've been trying to transition all those years into the last 6 years, but it just doesn't happen.
After losing her, Charles moved from Lufkin to West Texas, prompting even more change in his daily routine. How has playing the piano here helped you through that?
It's something I look forward to, and it inspires me to continue on in what I'm doing, because otherwise I don't have much.
What started as a way just to fill the silence has turned into something far greater.
I have met so many friends, And a lot of them, as we say, we're friends, but yet we feel like we're family.
And after each set, Mr. Harshman takes a lap around the mall
Coming to see you.
to greet his family.
How you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm good.
I have great friends in Dillard's and some of the other stores that I look forward to seeing every Saturday, and they look forward to seeing me.
So next time you're walking through the mall on a Saturday, stop by and take a moment to enjoy the music. In Odessa, Lauren Munt, First Alert 7 News.
Incredible.
I love that story.
That's so nice to be able to see his background, but also a little bit. I was gonna say, he came up to me. I was in the mall one day having froyo, and this was a year and a half.
There's really
2 years
good
ago.
froyo in the mall.
Very good froyo. And this man walks up and says hello, and he doesn't know who I am. Well, first off, to start off with, he doesn't know who I am. He just says hello. He's just saying hi to everybody. And then I said, "How are you?" You know, and then it kind of got into talking. Told me his stories from East Texas.
Lufkin.
Lufkin.
Right by where my grandparents are from.
Oh, really? Interesting.
They're from Nacogdoches.
Deep East Texas, and that he's now living with his son here, and he does this on the side as well, kind of just to pass the time, but also like you mentioned, it's therapeutic for him in a way.
Yeah, it's a community. It gives him something. I mean, moving, like I said, he's from Lufkin. 6 years ago when his wife died, his son said he needed to come to West Texas. He didn't want him alone in Lufkin. And he almost felt more alone here in West Texas because he didn't know anybody. He didn't have his church. He didn't have his friends.
His
he didn't
community.
have people that he knew. And so he created it. He created that community. He started playing piano here. He plays every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. And I got to go with him on one of his little walk-arounds to meet people
Very
and
social.
introduce himself. Very social. He knows almost every single employee who's here on a Saturday during his piano time. He walked around, he talked to all of the people at the kiosk, he talked to every single, in every store, we would walk in and he would say, "Hi, that's my friend. Hi, that's my friend." And he would introduce me, "This is my friend." It was so sweet.
That's
and
so nice.
it's a great, it's a great story, and I love his piano playing. He talked about how his piano playing is a ministry. It's a God-given talent. He's never learned to play piano. He never had any formal lessons or anything like that, but he taught himself, and he calls it a God-given talent. He's so good at it, and he says it's a form of ministry. He goes and he plays piano, and he says he can't tell you how many times people just stop and stare, and they watch him play piano, and they listen to him play piano.
It's so natural for him.
Yes, and he says every time he plays piano, people will say that was beautiful, and the first thing he asks them is, where do you go to church? He's a former reverend, and so he's very big on bringing people to church, and so
that's wonderful.
So
okay.
every time he talks
connects
to
with
somebody,
them.
he plays piano. They say, "Oh, your piano is so great. You play so well," and he says, "Thank you. Where do you go to church?"
Oh,
and
that's
he's
really nice.
ready to set people up. He's very big at making people feel at home.
I can tell. He's a very social guy, like we talked about, and will always be that way, I think, for the rest of his life as he continues playing here at Music City Mall every single weekend. He invites people, like you mentioned, just go up and say hi, to connect with him. He likes telling a story. He has a memoir even.
Yes,
that
he
he's
does.
Written,
I've read it. It's beautiful.
Isn't it? Is it really? Okay,
very
it's wonderful. I got to definitely read that. Kim joined us saying she wants to be a meteorologist. Our poll earlier we were discussing is that what would you want to be on the news? And
I want
meteorologist
to be
has
a
been our top pick.
meteorologist because meteorologist Sawyer McElroy is eating a taco right now, and that sounds like
Poor Sawyer's trying to get some food in.
I
have mine
a
here.
reporter. That's the job that I
That's an
want to
important
do.
job.
I love what I do, and I wouldn't change it. I love reporting. I love anchoring too. I love getting to be behind the desk, but reporting is my favorite.
And you get to meet people like Reverend Harshman.
I do. I get to meet so many people. I get to tell really great stories. I get to use my camera. I love my camera. I love getting to do different editing things. And so, you couldn't take reporting away from me.
That's true. And that's a part of our poll, if we bring it up there. If you could be in the news, which job would you rather have? And so behind the scenes role has taken the lead here at 43%. Reporter on the board as well. Meteorologist 29%. Anchor at 14%. But there's so many roles, Lauren, that we have here in the newsroom. It's incredible.
It's kind of insane. There's a lot. People don't realize. We wrote behind the scenes role, but there is so much that goes into that. You could be a director, you could be a digital content producer, you could be a regular producer, you could produce the newscast.
And that's just in the newsroom. We have different departments.
Yeah. You could be an engineer. We've got our sales department. We've got our photogs. We have our general manager, Shalena. There is just so much that you can do at a news station that
There
you
is.
kind of
And a lot of
I
it
never thought
translates to
about.
other skills as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
That's the best
absolutely.
part. Hard work, multitasking. We could go down the list. Storytelling, writing, those kind of strengths, even math, things that you have to do as well.
Which is
Sales,
not
meteorology.
my strong suit. So
No.
I'm not on the math department. That's the
I had to
meteorologist.
really lock in and study a lot for college math for sure, but got through it for sure. We're not going to take a break for a First Alert 7 news and weather update right now because we have a CBS News special report as the War Department gives an update from the Pentagon on the situation with Iran that has caused our gas prices to spike. I was just
Yeah,
commenting,
it's
which is what I get 2 weeks ago. Oh, the gas prices have been
Oh,
coming nice.
they were so
$2.30.
low. It was like
Yeah.
$2.30.
You don't know what you had until it's
I
gone.
got gas yesterday at Sam's Club because it's cheaper at Sam's Club, and my mom paid for it, and so I didn't have to pay
Well, that's
for
a
my
gift.
gas.
That's definitely a gift for sure.
But I mean, it's not cheap out there right now.
No, it's not.
Definitely. I mean, I think $3.19 is where it is kind of averaging in most places. It's a 16%
Lucky if you fight
spike.
around 3.
That's crazy.
Linnell says, good morning, Matthew and Lauren.
Good morning.
So glad to have you with us. Let us know where you're watching from, what your plans are. A reminder, it is a First Alert weather day. We're going to head to the Weather Center in a little while for another Wake Up West Texas news and weather update with meteorologist Sora McElroy here in the weather. Oh, she's behind
She's
me.
behind you.
I was gonna join
She
you
wanted
on
to be
the-
involved.
on the
Oh,
set.
I'm sorry, my Diet Coke's in the way.
You were talking about me, so I was just gonna pop up.
Feel
We were
free.
talking about all the.
Please don't touch my burrito.
Sorry. I'll knock things down. It's okay. Ow, ow.
But the thing is, so we don't have a news and weather update, unfortunately, to bring you as you slide on in. But she's here because there is a big threat of severe weather, Laura, this
There is.
afternoon, in
Yes.
case you missed the forecast. Very
I did actually miss the
significant
forecast.
threat for this afternoon for the
did miss
Eastern
the
Basin.
I did, but I saw that there was going to be some rain showers on the other side of Midland.
Probably not us. We'll be okay.
I really wanted some rain.
Yeah.
It's
was
going
kinda
to, I
hoping
would say,
for this
east
area.
is the threat. Big Spring. Midland County, is it? The thing is, today is interesting because the Storm Prediction Center puts out a map, a graph, like we were saying, there's levels. We're at a pretty high levels, but I think the first enhance of the season this year.
For us, yes.
Okay, so pretty
But we're
significant.
getting into that severe weather season, so this is definitely a
Yeah,
kickstart
you
of
know,
it.
we saw some severe weather last week. Really didn't pan out very well.
We got a little rain at my apartment.
that's
I was
good.
very excited.
Just a little drizzle.
I heard it didn't rain much anywhere else, and so I was really excited that I got a
You're
bunch
honored.
of rain. My cat loved it. She was like sitting by the window and watching. It was
She did liking it. Goodness gracious.
No, but we talked about this yesterday. Obviously, everybody wants rain. We need rain. But this time of year, you don't just get rain. You
No.
get severe weather. And nobody wants severe weather. You know, people get
No.
upset. Oh, it didn't rain. Well, you weren't just going to get rain. You're going to get a tornado. You're going to get hail. And as somebody who's had a car destroyed by hail before, it's not fun.
That happened to my truck last year. I had to take it in for the first time ever to get repaired last summer.
really from
Unfortunately.
hail damage.
Hail damage.
We had some pretty extensive hail. It was kind of bad.
Last
I
year
didn't
was
have
not
any-
good for hail.
I was
didn't
gonna say
have any
mine
on
was
my
softball
car.
size hail. Like my windows were blown out.
No, I didn't.
My
I had
mirror
that
fell
one
off
time.
my car.
Oh wow.
That was like I was young.
That was
had
when we
that.
had that. It was here at the mall. It was 2017, and that's the last time we had
yeah.
absolute humongous hail. Destroyed my Mustang. I mean, it was all of our
I was
cars.
gonna say I remember my dad's car being destroyed.
Jay Hendricks was in his car,
car.
out in
Really?
the parking lot during that
I mean,
storm.
that was bad.
That's a tell to have. We need to have him on extra to talk about that
We
story.
do.
He was just going to lunch. It was right after the 6 o'clock
Oh my
newscast.
gosh.
Tom and I were about to. Because Tom has been watching the storm, so he wasn't. I was going to go get him
I was
lunch.
gonna say Tom should have been
No, Tom
going
would've
anywhere,
gone.
hopefully, but,
But then we hear all this like melons hitting the ceiling, and so we run out to the door.
Not
and
melons.
Absolute. It was like well, it was baseball.
yeah.
Incredible.
I mean, I remember. I don't know if I remember that 2017 storm, but I do remember.
It was June
it was
2017.
much earlier. I think it was 20. Oh my gosh, I want to say 2010
Oh,
when we
way
had
earlier.
that really big one that like flooded really bad. I know it floods everywhere, but it was like there were so many cars stuck on Wadley and A Street in Midland.
Mm-hmm.
I was in elementary school, and I remember we were like doing like the tornado drills. It was a crazy.
That's
crazy.
a
It was
very-
the weekend I was getting baptized, and I remember sitting at the. I'd gone to school that day. We had a bunch of tornado warnings, and then we had to go to church that night because we were. It was like the pre-baptism meeting or something, and we were like stuck inside the church, and my dad's little tiny silver car was destroyed.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
Linnell says, "Good morning, Sawyer. Watching from home, enjoying coffee."
Good morning.
Ooh, I haven't had a
want
coffee See, I haven't had a coffee yet this morning, and I think I
Not a coffee
sounds
drinker.
good,
I'm
too,
not.
honestly.
Are you?
I dropped my coffee.
That's right. You had an incident. I forgot. Your day didn't start off very well. I forget
I
about
think
that.
I need to go have a coffee.
Not a good thing.
Later.
We're going to take a quick break, gather ourselves, get
Yes.
ourselves in seats as well. For more Wake Up West Texas Extra in just a few minutes. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
From First Alert 7 News, with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching Wake Up West Texas.
Extra, good morning to you. 7:35 this morning. Good to have you with us on this Tuesday as we make our way through the work week. It is a First Alert weather day this morning and all day long into the afternoon is mostly. Outside right now feels very mild, but also we step outside, it's quite muggy.
It is muggy.
The burrito's coming back, yeah.
That's the bad news about having tacos in the morning. Anyway.
We can't anchor properly, that's
No.
right.
Yes, it is rather humid as we do start off the day feeling more like East Texas and Central Texas than West Texas this morning. But sadly, that moisture is an indicator of what we're looking at later today.
I think we have spam in the comments section. Turn your attention to the Facebook. It says Parker McCollum blog saying hello to Shalana. It says hello, dear. I'm deleting you. If you're a real person, you can comment again, but I'm going to delete your comment. I'm not in the admin page. Let me see. Wait, what are you saying again? No, he said hello. He's saying hello to now somebody else. Okay. I'm going in right now to Linnell as well. Linnell, don't click on the profile. Let me go in here right now.
Watch
You
this
see
be a real
how much
person,
of an
Matt.
issue that is? I don't think we talk about like when you post weather stuff or if we post a crash or things like that. The spam is unbelievable.
Honestly, it's been a lot better than it used to be.
Sure, yeah.
Like anytime I'd post about a severe weather threat, people would be like, click on weather video here or whatever. Yeah, if we did have a crash. Yeah, so it's been a little bit better, which is good, but I don't know. I feel like we've made it if we have spam comments.
Parker McCollum, I don't think it's you. I'm going to delete the posts.
Isn't Parker McCollum a country artist?
He
Yeah, I
is.
was going to say it definitely ain't him.
Well,
Can we get
I'm
a
just
Connor
kidding.
Story bot in the thing? Okay, thanks.
Oh, I was like, who? That's that guy you were talking about, yes.
Yes, he is from Odessa.
From
Texas.
Odessa.
So-
Come join us on Extra.
Come hang out in the mall. Okay, thanks.
So glad to have you with us streaming this live. I'm getting rid of the spam in our comments in case you're wondering.
Yes, the real people.
Yes.
Glad to have you here.
Glad to have you here for those who are not.
Pop back up.
Parker McCollum Block said it's a fan page for him.
Oh.
Okay. Just wondering why you're saying hi to everyone, though. So I'm going to keep my eye on you. Sorry, I mean, it is. I got to keep an eye on the comments. I'm moderating, so it is what it is. What? It just sounds unusual, doesn't it?
Well, we're just having tacos on air, you know.
I'm keeping my
You're-
eye on the comments section
No
as a
decorum on this
digital
show.
content.
No.
This is not Parker. Okay. Thank you, Parker McCollum Blog. This is not Parker. That's good to know.
I love that.
Are you a spam page? It just seems unusual, is what I'm saying. But if you're, LOL, it's to get more engagement. But the idea is okay.
Okay, let's get
Let's
into
get
what do we even have next?
We have
I
West
no
Texas
clue.
Weighs In
Okay, yes,
polls.
let's get to our polls. Matthew, maybe I should moderate.
Maybe so. Let me just.
Rage debate.
Yeah. What is the most popular car color in the United States? I went on a tangent earlier, and I'm going to continue that tangent. I love cars.
You're on a
I
roll.
do, and I love classic cars for a reason, and that is the design, the uniqueness of them, but also the colors were so much more vibrant. We were a proper country who could drive around in a pink car, a turquoise car, green. Now you have blue, black, gray, and white. And our producer hit it right on the head here because those are the most common colors. You could say silver as well, but that's a gray kind of. I drive silver.
I would say, yeah, your car's silver / light gray.
You know,
Give or
I'm
take.
not a hypocrite or anything, but I actually love silver. My last 4 cars out of the 5 were silver because I like silver. I think it looks very classy. It goes with everything. If you're wearing something, it goes with anything you wear.
Yeah. That's why all my jewelry is silver.
Oh, yes. It matches everything, right?
Yeah.
But if I could have a car color, I mean, I loved red. My very first car was red. What was your first car color?
Very shiny blue. Was your first car your Mustang?
It was.
Okay, mine was too.
So Sawyer and I drove a very almost
Similar
identical
car.
car. Yes.
Yours was what, a
Hers was cooler.
99?
98.
Mine was a 99.
So you had the cool looking Mustang. I had the one right before the redesign.
No, mine was the 1999
Wow.
Ford Mustang convertible soft top.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I loved her. Thanks to my mother for
Who's
buying
watching?
that. Yes.
Thank you, Tiffany.
She switched school districts, and when she left her first school district, they paid out her PTO and sick time to her, and that's what she used to buy money for my first car.
Wow.
So, anyway,
What a
but then
great
the
mom. That's
transmission
awesome.
went out, so I had to get a different car.
What happened? My head gasket blew. Engine was done for, so
Yeah.
good cars. Your first car is still, Lauren's off to the side as usual.
Oh, yeah, your brother has it, right?
With no, oh, you have a mic on.
My
Okay.
first car.
your
I
truck.
had a 95 F-150, and it's a
The
single cab.
best.
It's a cute car, And so Robert has it now, and he's like super into cars, so he's been fixing it up. But it drives perfectly fine.
And that
Still
I
going.
can attest to. That's where I learned is on my Mustang how to fix cars. I imagine he did too. And they're so much easier to work on as well. You can change the thermostat. You can change things like that very easily. And I had to do that on my Mustang until. Well, yeah. So you might be wondering, well, how'd you blow a head gasket? You changed the thermostat. Well, I didn't monitor it close enough. So, anyways.
I was going to say.
Our
hold on.
next poll question this morning, as well, as I monitor the comments. What instrument is your favorite to play or listen to? I chose the piano. I think it's a beautiful instrument that translates to so many different genres. But so too is the guitar. Bagpipes is a great one. Today is National Bagpipe Day.
It is.
Violin, trumpet. I play trumpet as well, and other, which other could be a finger piano or a kalimba. I play that as well. I want to bring it on air one day.
I play piano, and I used to be able to play the violin. I don't know if I can anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's one of those.
That does not surprise me.
Is it
That
difficult?
feels-
Would you say? I know that's a broad question, but
Yeah, I would say so. It hurts your fingers. I mean,
Does
it's
it?
the same as
Okay.
like a guitar. It's like really hurts your fingers. 'Cause
Okay.
You're having to like mess with those keys there. But I did not play violin for super long.
were you here for? Sawyer plays the glockenspiel.
Did hear all
Did
of
you
that.
catch
I don't
that?
know what
She was
that
sitting
is.
there.
It's is it glass?
It's no.
Am I thinking of something else? Okay.
It's kind of like a xylophone, but much smaller.
Okay.
I don't want to say keys, but like the I guess keys that you hit are
Oh, okay, here it is.
like
Lauren.
metal.
Oh.
So kind of like you would think it's a xylophone if you didn't know any better.
yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's mostly like because
Glockenspiel.
xylophones are like usually bigger. They're usually like 2 rows, and you can like stand at them. A glockenspiel is much smaller. It's I don't know, maybe like a foot and a half wide or like long.
Some short. Mhm.
Yeah, and so it just spans like 1 octave of the piano. So it goes from I don't know, let's say C to C,
Uh-huh.
and it has a couple of
Sharp and
yeah,
flat.
sharps and flats, but not really. So it's much smaller, but similar kind of routine to like a xylophone, but much smaller scale.
That's awesome. We'll have to get a glockenspiel into my kalimba, and we can form a band.
Why not? We could play music.
We can play music. Yeah. We're
Yeah, if
musical
anybody has
people.
a clarinet, especially bass.
My mom played clarinet. I think we sold hers.
Bass clarinet. So I played clarinet
Ooh.
in 5th and 6th grade, and then halfway through 6th grade, I switched over to bass clarinet. Lauren has a hand raised.
I have a fun story.
Oh, okay.
So my best friend, because I talk about her anytime music gets involved, she
Hi,
plays
Rachel.
the clarinet, and she's so good at it that her husband, they both went to West Texas A&M together, and she's like one of the best clarinet players. And when he found out that she was going to A&M and playing clarinet in the band and being a music major, he literally switched his instrument to a bass clarinet because he was like, I'm not getting compared to her. She's too good. And so it
Dang.
shows like how good he is too, that he
funny.
was able to like just switch instruments
Musically
like that.
inclined folks,
Yes,
yeah.
but he plays bass clarinet and she plays the clarinet. So there's our bass clarinet players and
There
our
you
clarinet
go.
players.
Go to firstalert7.com/vote. Make your voice heard. Let us know what you would like to play or listen to, what your favorite is. Violin is on the board at 38%, tied with piano. Guitar is at 12, and other is at 12 as well. Let us know what that other is by commenting below as well. We are keeping an eye on the comments as well.
Can I
Sorry
not comment
to
a photo?
Parker
Oh, yes,
McCullen's
I
fan
can.
page earlier.
No, I can't comment
keeping-
a photo. I was
trying to
going to
keep
post a
spam out of
photo
the
of me
page.
and my Mustang,
Oh, okay.
but I can't comment it for some reason.
It won't let you. Okay.
No.
That's odd.
You can't post a photo in the comments.
No, I think it does limit that. It's only text only in a live. I think after it's posted you can. But yes, unfortunately it does not allow
What if I
that.
send it to our producer?
Our
Can you put it in
producer.
as a VO?
Oh, of course you can. Yeah, feel free. Oh, I was
Carlos,
like, who are you
I'm
talking
texting
about?
it to you. Never mind, I'll email it to you.
So so we'll bring it up in just a little while because it is Bagpipe Day. A reminder for you, by the way, to take us with you wherever you go. Download our app on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. We have fun like this every single morning here on
little
Wake
less
Up West
chaotic
Texas Extra.
usually.
Yes, but it's a great time. I have a wonderful time on this show.
It's the tacos.
It's the tacos today. It's Taco Tuesday. Are you having tacos this evening or right now, like us? Let us know. And also, again, download our app anywhere you get your news. Sylvia says, is this a news channel or talking about instruments? This is about talking about instruments on this segment. But now we want to talk about bagpipes. More instruments.
Yeah, I was going to say that is an instrument, Matthew,
That's
but
funny.
okay, thank you.
Yes, this is a musical show, actually, you've stumbled upon, Sylvia. Look at this. It is an International Bagpipe Day, not national, international. I made that mistake a little bit earlier. There's so many wonderful and talented bagpipe players. I've had the honor of listening to a few of them who go on the Permian Basin honor flight. Sawyer talked about him a little bit earlier as well. Fantastic thing that they do. I mean, it sounds beautiful when during the send-off ceremony. At each stop on the Permian Basin Honor Flight, they stop at every memorial, and with that, they place a wreath on behalf of the veterans of the Permian Basin Honor Flight, and the bagpipe plays as well. The hymns are wonderful to listen to. It's a patriotic sound at the same time, with a lot of culture behind it as well.
It's patriotic, but it's also reverent. You know,
It
it's
is,
very
yeah.
remembrant. You know, solemn as well.
It's solemn. It can, yeah, it can definitely
You know,
be
when
solemn.
they do the bagpipes at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Oh, yes.
We watched that in September when they went to
The last flight.
the last flight on the First Alert 7 News at noon. I was blinking back tears.
It's, yeah, especially at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, you're right about that. That's where the honor flight has the honor of placing a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, so a lot of work goes into that. Fantastic to be able to see that and be a part of that. So again, celebrate International Bagpipe Day. Let us know if you play bagpipes.
Yeah.
Cheetah Cubs, though, we're talking about now. These Cheetah Cubs made their first adventure out of their home. San Diego Zoo is where this is. There are 4 Cheetah Cubs here who were born during the winter months, not very recently, and have now ventured outside for the very first time at the San Diego Zoo. And look how cute those things are.
I love their faces.
They're
They look
very tiny.
squishy.
Little squishy, furry faces for sure.
Yeah, I love the little, and they have like the little I don't know, like cheek,
Mm-hmm.
like dimple markings. I
Yes, a little
guess.
bit, yes.
And their little whiskers. I love it.
And by the way, these are the first cheetah cubs born at the safari park since 2020.
Wow.
The cubs are now emerging from their den, giving guests an opportunity to see them for the very first time. Male cheetahs like these 4 brothers groups are called coalitions. They form a group called coalitions that will hunt and travel together for life, a unique trait for this primarily solitary species. So that's true. You'll notice cheetahs are always together. They never separate.
Stay in
because,
packs or
yes, they're
coalitions.
stronger together for sure. Well, you've probably seen them on a street corner near you, near stores in your neighborhood, people spinning signs to get your attention for a business.
Okay.
Well, there's an art to it. In Las Vegas this past weekend, the 19th annual World Sign Spinning Championship was held.
Oh.
Organizers call it the ultimate competition where sports and advertising come together. Look at that. Woo! Spinners came from dozens of U.S. cities and from international locations. Contestants are judged on technical ability, execution, and of course, their style. Look at that. Whoa.
He just jump rope with the
These guys
sign.
practice all year long.
That's cool.
And look at that venue where they're at. That's in that big, I don't know what it's called, like the hallway on the Strip.
Oh.
Is it just the Strip?
No, I don't think it's called the Strip. I mean, it is, but it's, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's the iconic spot
I'm
in
kind of
Las
sad.
Vegas.
When I went to Seattle, I had a layover in Vegas, and I should have just gone to the sign
Whoa.
spinning
I
competition.
would say you were there at the same time.
Yeah, why not?
Look at that. It's
That's
literally like a
cool.
form of
That's
martial
trippy.
arts. Jumping around. Look at that flip. I mean, to keep it in hand, that's a huge sign. It's not like it's a small sign.
No, I'd smack myself in the face.
Yeah, me too.
Or drop
Ooh,
it.
look how fast.
Wow.
And jump rope. Fire.
Sound effects, great. Awesome. Well, congratulations to whoever won that. This is 19th annual? That's crazy. Almost 20 years long.
Man, I gotta go next year.
Yeah, we definitely have to make a trip to Vegas for that. We're learning more, meanwhile, about the Freedom 250 Grand Prix of Washington, D.C. The official Indy car and the unique racetrack design were unveiled on Monday. The car is red, white, and blue, who would have guessed? Of course, in honor of America's 250th birthday. The first ever auto race on the National Mall will be 1.7 miles with 7 turns, and it will generate some of America's iconic landmarks, including the Washington Monument and the U.S. Capitol building. The race will take place August 22nd and 23rd. It'll be free for the entire public to watch.
Interesting.
I would love to go down there and watch IndyCar. In the middle of Washington, D.C., no less.
I don't feel like this is a very good, like good idea, poor execution, maybe.
Could be. Hopefully it's done correctly. Las Vegas is cool. They do have an F1 track that it's awesome. Between F1 and IndyCar?
And NASCAR. There's like
NASCAR is very
NASCAR
different.
is the different
That's
car
tracked.
design. IndyCar and F1 are similar.
They're different levels of cars, like engine output.
Yeah,
There's
there's
certain classifications to be an
similar
F1 car.
designs.
F1 are bleeding edge of technology. They're testing out like stuff that has not been put into other cars before. They're also aerodynamically experimental, and they have extremely high output and different kind of tire technology as well. IndyCar is on that same spectrum, but not. I don't know if the power band is much less on those cars. There's very technical aspects to these.
Interesting.
The classification of cars, because there's
And we kind of
F2
talked
cars, F3 cars as well. There's different classifications.
Indy
of all
cars
these.
are the ones that are in the Petroleum Museum, right?
Yes, that's the one in the Petroleum Museum, yes. that were in Indianapolis. That's why it's an Indy car. So pretty cool. Out in America 250, that celebration there. It is happening on August 22nd. I wish it would go on during the 4th of July celebration.
Yeah.
It's kind of far out. Interesting. Women are now able to request female drivers on Uber. It's called Women Preferences. The option was first launched in a few pilot cities in August and expanded later in the year, but now it's everywhere.
That's good.
Cities where Uber teen accounts are also available let those users and their guardians request specifically female drivers, and we've talked about this for quite some time. We know a few people who use it frequently and at different times of day, which can be, it's one of those things like, if you specifically feel more comfortable with a lady driving, that's who you can call, especially for female riders.
Yeah, I've had to Uber/Lyft in some big cities before. I mean, obviously it's more comfortable to have a female driver anywhere, but especially like I've had to Uber at 2 a.m. in LA before from the airport. Or whatever. I mean, we were just in Seattle over the weekend. Luckily, we were with a group of people, but still, and we drove. We didn't end up Ubering at all. But still, kind of the principle is there that it's nice to be able to do this.
If you have the preference, so yeah, feel free. Now it's available. Really cool. And now we have a photograph we want to bring up on your screen. Oh boy. Is that Sawyer McElroy, the cool Sawyer in her Mustang?
Wow.
Yeah, so that was my first car.
So
this
cool.
picture I think is from 2015. So at that point I didn't have my license. I just had my permit. But this was my first car. Her name was Baby, of course. Ford Mustang convertible, 1999. And
Good
loved
condition.
her. Yeah, very nice condition. I don't remember what the mileage was, but I still think it was 100 under 100.
Really?
Give or take.
Mine was not.
It might have been like right around 100. But yeah, so loved her. I love convertibles, always have. My great uncle had
So
a
cool.
convertible, and he had like an old convertible when I was growing up. And so we'd always cruise around that. And he had the little dice on his mirror. It was always fun to
So
go
cool.
hang out in his little car.
And you
So
said whose car was this?
that one is mine, but my the other one
Oh, okay.
was my great uncle's.
I thought you got it, inherited it from
No,
somebody.
no, no.
Mine was my cousin's before that.
No. We bought this from the people that my sister got her car from. My sister's first car was a Volkswagen Beetle.
Is that what's back there?
Yes and no. Hers was there, but
That's not the one.
The
Okay.
owner of the place that we got it from. But it's a family friend. So.
Okay, pretty cool. Glad to see that photo. Thank you, Carlos, for putting that in,
Yes,
by the way.
thank you, Carlos.
So here's first car. I just noticed that. I didn't see that at the bottom. That's pretty cool. So this was over a decade ago now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had
Sorry,
it.
not to, sorry.
Yeah, I'm old.
Me too.
No, I had it we got it I think in 2015, and I had it through 2017.
And you couldn't drive it regularly for a little while as well. Right?
Yeah, so we got this in 2015. I had my permit in 2015, so I would drive it when I had my permit.
When you were with somebody,
Yeah, when
yeah.
I was with somebody, but then I got my license on my 2 weeks after my 16th birthday.
Very cool.
And then of course I drove. So I drove this, my junior year of high school, and then maybe into the start of my senior, but then the transmission went out and I got a Ford Focus. And then her name was Monica, and she died because of hail.
Oh, and now you have Clio.
Clear.
Very similar car too to what you had
A little
previously.
bit, yeah.
Pretty cool. Glad to see it. Let us know what your first car was. That's a good question too for the
Mm-hmm.
comment section. Let us know what your first car was in the comments below. We want to know for sure. We're going to take a quick break here in just a few minutes for a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update. We're going to take about a 2-minute break. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Good morning, everyone. Time now is 7:56 on this Tuesday. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McRae with a check of the forecast on this First Alert weather day. Sawyer, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Matthew. Conditions are quiet as of now, but we are looking to see things changing later today. We do have a couple of weather alerts, a high wind warning that does go into effect this afternoon through tonight for damaging winds for the Guadalupe and Delaware Mountains from wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. A wind advisory in effect through that same time period for areas west of the Pecos for wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Here's a look outside of the skies of Andrews this morning, where we are hanging on to some low clouds and a little bit of fog. Visibility not terrible though. Here's a look at those temperatures, rather mild as we do start off the day, 40s, 50s, and 60s. 61 in Midland, 60 here in Odessa, 56 in Andrews. Those winds anywhere from being calm to 15 miles per hour. And we are starting off the day with a decent amount of cloud cover, but other overall quiet conditions for now. Temperatures through today are going to warm up anywhere from the 60s to the 80s. 82 for Midland and Odessa's high temperature today, but we do see rain and storm chances back in the forecast starting this afternoon, continuing through this evening with a severe weather threat. The severe weather outlook, widespread strong severe storms will be possible for these areas in brown, scattered strong severe storms for those areas in yellow, and isolated strong severe storms for those areas in dark green. It does seem that that widespread area has shifted east just a smidge, but still far eastern portions of the region looking to see some severe weather coming up later today. For tonight, breezy, lows into the 40s and 50s as we head into our Wednesday. And here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we do have a cold front that will pass through the area tomorrow, keeping breezy to windy conditions in the forecast, but cooling temperatures down Wednesday into Thursday.
Sawyer, thank you very much. Well, we are tracking crime in Andrews, where sheriff's deputies say a man was arrested after a shooting at a game room. Officials tell us at around 8 o'clock Saturday night, 32-year-old Kevin Ayala allegedly shot someone at Andy's attic. The victim drove himself toward the hospital, where officers met him and escorted him to Permian Regional Medical Center. He was treated for facial wounds and later released. Investigators collected evidence at the scene and got a warrant for Ayala on an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charge. On Sunday night, deputies and Andrews police say they found Ayala's truck at a home on County Road 800 and arrested him. For the latest news, log on anytime to our website, that is firstalert7.com, and join us streaming live for Wake Up West Texas Extra on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, our news app, and our website as well, firstalert7.com. We'll see you in half an hour right here on First Alert 7. Stay with us.
From First Alert 7 News, with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching Wake Up West Texas.
Extra, good morning to you. Thank you so much for streaming with us here on the show on this Tuesday morning. A First Alert weather day. We'll get into the forecast in a little bit, but
Yes.
the threat is definitely there this afternoon for some pretty severe weather.
Yeah, we are getting into severe weather season across the region. Had the threat for severe weather last week. Didn't really pan out too great, but obviously we'll take it. I'm not a fan of severe weather. I've had cars destroyed by hail before, roofs destroyed by it as well,
Yeah.
windows. So,
And unfortunately, our area has the threat of hail today.
yeah, and if it was just rain, yeah, bring it. But
Bring it on.
It's not going to just be rain, sadly.
Right.
So, obviously we need rain. We would love rain, but it's not going to just be rain, which stinks.
Unfortunately so. So it's just that time of the year here in West Texas. That's why you should download the First Alert 7 mobile weather app for forecasts from our team of meteorologists who are tracking the threat. But also download our app so you can watch Wake Up West Texas and all of our newscasts anywhere you go. Download our app on your phone, your tablet, or connected TV. It's completely free of charge. Let's get a check now of our West Texas Weighs In polls, where you can make your voice heard this morning. Our trivia of the hour. What is the most popular car color in the United States? The options were blue, black, gray, or white, with white being 51% of the vote, 25% is blue. I was talking about the last hour. What a shame it is that our colors options are pretty much this on your screen. Nothing more, because back in the day, I look at pictures from 1960s, 70s even, maybe in the early 80s, and they were vibrant, different kind of colors. And now we have just the regular colors, which again, maybe there's a reason for that I'm not aware of. There are a few manufacturers who are now starting to dip into the color schemes, but definitely not what it used to be. So let's find out what the answer is for the most popular color right now in the U.S.
Director,
Drum roll,
be prepared
please.
to zoom in.
Okay, so let's see what it is. On your screen, white.
But look, our director or our producer.
Oh, he drew a little car.
A little cute little car.
Look,
Good job. Great job,
thank you
Carlos.
very much. It almost looks like that's an A in the middle. Wait,
Yeah, it does.
got an interesting H.
I like
Kind of
it.
interesting. So white. The reason I think is because, well, the color is the cheapest
It's
option.
the cheapest to produce, yeah.
So,
'cause-
and that's a good color to have. I think if you're trying to save the most money, go for that kind of color. But at the same time, give us the options of the turquoise of back in the day, the orange, the yellows, the greens.
No, I love seeing a fun colored car. Like there's a couple of, what are they called? Car dealerships. I almost said car centers.
Car centers.
There's a couple of car dealerships around our station, and I like driving by and like seeing what kind of colors that they have. And
It's a sea of gray.
there's been one recently that I saw, and it was like a deep like forest green.
Oh,
And I know my mom would love that. My mom's favorite color is green, and she loves a dark, deep green.
where it's
So-
not, hey, I'm green. It's like kind of a subtle
Yeah, it
green.
was like kind of like forest green, give or take.
Okay.
And so I was
It's not
like, oh,
Grinch green.
no. And it was the same kind of car that she has. So I was like, Mom, get this car. Okay, thanks.
Is she in the market?
She's not, no.
Oh, okay, let's say she can come down,
she's
take
a-
a look at it.
No, she's a black car though, and my
Okay.
dad has a red car.
Oh, okay.
Well,
truck,
red
right?
truck,
Don't
yes,
say
yes.
pickup.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But did you know I don't want to say lore between red cars though, but statistically, red cars get pulled over more often.
It sounds like, and I think that's also they charge more on insurance premiums if you have a red car.
Mm-hmm. yeah.
I had a red car, and I was a teen boy,
And it was a Ford Mustang.
and it was a Ford
so-
Mustang. So imagine the insurance premiums for my parents at that time.
Yeah.
Just not great. And then in this zip code as well.
Yeah, insurance is pretty high out here to begin with. But yeah, same thing kind of with me with my Ford Mustang, especially because it was a convertible and soft top at that. Plus, they
Oh,
also had
boy.
me on the insurance for about a year and a half as a boy because of my name. So
So you really had everything working against you.
that was fun. And then my mom finally was like, wait.
You're like, wait, Sawyer's a girl.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Yeah, and so she called and got it fixed.
Did they prorate? I'm curious. Probably not,
I
right?
don't think so, no.
Okay.
No.
Well, interesting story there. Let us know your stories as well, what your favorite car color is. We have several other polls as well that
But we
wanna
have our
bring up.
next trivia question as well.
Yes, our next trivia. That's right. I haven't prepared that. Let me bring it
How
up.
many hearts does an octopus have? I want to say it's 3.
Where did you get that question?
It's at the top. Scroll up.
Oh, he did it for me. Okay, sorry. How many hearts does... They don't have just one heart.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I knew
I
this.
think it's multiple.
Someone's going with 3. I'm going to go with something random because I think they have...
Don't Google. Excuse
No, I'm not.
you.
I'm going to vote.
Oh,
I'm going-
It looked like you were typing. I was like,
I am.
excuse
I was
you.
typing firstalert7.com/vote where you can make your
Oh.
voice heard. I'm going to go with 8 because they have 8 legs.
I don't
Maybe
think they
one
have
per
a
heart.
per leg, but okay.
Maybe so. I'm going to go with 8 there. So let us know what you think by going to firstalert7.com/vote. not contest, slash vote. You can go there too.
You can go to firstalert7.com/contest because we have our Show Us Your West Texas and
Photo contest, yeah. George Strait.
our George Strait ticket giveaway.
That's
Yes.
right. And Disney on Ice.
I think that closed.
Did it close already?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I'm
believe
looking
so.
at it here. Let me see. The promotion has ended. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, good luck to whoever's going to win those. Yes, but yeah, please go on there. It's a great time. And comment your answer below as well. I want to know what you think. And also why. Let us know. Let's take a look at some of the other questions we have this morning. The next one being, I'm sorry, I have to go in here.
What is your favorite instrument to play or listen to? Piano, bagpipes, trumpet, guitar, violin, or other?
Trumpet's on the board now.
I
Great.
chose violin. I like a good string instrument.
Definitely.
I like a good string arrangement of music. You know what I love is I'm a very totally random today, but that's kind of how today's going. I'm
It
a very
is.
big Marvel fan, and I love in the Avengers theme song when the strings come in.
Sure, very dramatic.
Very dramatic.
Orchestral.
It's such a good part. So
Do you? That's another good poll. Are you a band person or an orchestra person? I grew up as a band person, as in marching band, school bands, things like that.
Choir.
Or choir. That's another one. I forget choir.
I was band and choir.
So you were kind of mixing both of those.
Hello, Lauren's stirring a drink over there.
My goodness.
Thank you, Carlos.
But yeah, I was just band. I was not in orchestra. I was not in choir. Just band.
We didn't have orchestra when I was in school, at my school. I don't think they have it still. I was in jazz band. I was in symphonic band. Was I in symphonic band? Yeah.
It's been a while, huh?
I don't know if I was old enough to be in symphonic. No, I think I was because you had to be in concert band if you started band in middle school.
Okay.
But I did band in high school or elementary school as well. So
That's crazy. They offer band in elementary school.
it was only 5th grade.
Okay, so older kids.
So
okay.
if you had already had a little bit of experience, they let you go into symphonic band. But there was
Fantastic.
symphonic 1 and 2. I think it was in 2, and then I had to quit band after a year, even though I still.
I didn't carry band in high school. I couldn't
No,
commit to
I
it.
I had to choose between band or choir, and sports because I played sports too. So my
So
mom
you were
was like,
busy.
My mom was like, one or the other, and then your sports as well.
Okay.
And so I chose choir over that, and was in choir all through middle school and high school as well, and even in college. I was in chorale my first 2 semesters of college. It was really funny because everybody that was in chorale, it was an auditioned choir, and everybody that was in chorale, aside from the exception of 4 people, was a music major in some way. And here I am, meteorology major, freshman. There were only 2 freshmen in there, and it was me and another girl. She's a doctor now. She was pre-med, but there were 4 of us that weren't music majors in any way, and then there were only 2 freshmen, and I was one of the 2, and I was a meteorology major, but I was still
Wow.
in chorale, and we did a, hold on, what is it called? Mass at the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Great.
like one of the 13-minute songs that
Yeah.
you just sing constantly. So it was in German
Goodness.
as well.
Wow, difficult. So very
Yes.
challenging. Wow, interesting story there, Sawyer. So
Yes.
let us
Or-
know what you think. Next one here we have is if you worked in the news, maybe here at First Alert 7, which job would you rather have? There's plenty of them. This is a few of them. Anchor, meteorologist, reporter, or a behind-the-scenes role, of which there are many of those.
So most of you don't want to be on television, clearly.
Does not seem like it, which it is, it's not everyone wants to be in
No,
front of the
exactly,
camera.
exactly. And, the behind-the-scenes people are still very useful, important. That's what.
The most important round.
Honestly, I didn't choose.
Did you not? Okay. I don't think I did either. I didn't weigh in on this poll.
Yeah, I was gonna
because
say,
we
I don't
work in the
remember.
news. But I mean, let us know what you would want to be interested in. Meteorologist is second place. Well, actually tied with reporter now. Just notice 38% of behind the scenes role, of which there's so many of them. So, but you'd rather be in front of behind the camera is what I'm seeing. With anchor in last place at 12%. So again, let us know what you want to do. firstalert7.com/vote or scan the QR code right there on your screen as well. We have another poll question. This is a good one, Sawyer.
Yes, what is the best way to spend a day off? Relaxing at home is the winner right now at 45%. An outdoor adventure is 11%. It's too hot out here for that. Meet up with friends, 22%. Hitting the town, 11%. And catching up on errands is 11%. And other is at 0%.
Again, you won't catch me meeting up with friends. It's because I work with all my friends. Why would I, we spend so much time together. I have errands to get done.
I love that you're like full on lying right now, but okay.
No, I'm not. I don't. I try not to. I mean, I have so many errands to do on my
Yeah,
day
but
off.
we see you
Right.
sometimes.
We hung out last Saturday.
Uh-huh. Well, no, the best.
clearly
No,
he
it's
doesn't
saying,
like to hang
it's
out
saying
with
what's
us,
the
is what he's
best
saying.
way to spend.
Yeah,
Right.
he doesn't want to hang out.
That's
with us,
right.
clearly.
No, what's the best way to spend a day off? For me, it's getting stuff done because I don't have time during the week.
Well, fine, I don't want to hang out with you either.
What would your? Well, yours is
And I was
relaxing
gonna say
at
we're
home.
turning your
Yeah, you don't get to go to Disney on Ice with us.
Oh, that's right. Disney
doesn't
on
wanna
Ice
go
coming
anywhere.
up.
You don't want to hang out with us.
I told Sawyer I would go to Disney on Ice if she would come with us to one of our outings. She did.
I did. So
So I'm returning the favor.
You're disinvited.
I chose
I have the
relaxing at
tickets.
home. I'm a big, couch rot, bed rot person. I don't want to go anywhere. Don't want to do anything. I like to sprawl across my couch, hang out with my dog, and watch TV.
That sounds really nice.
I'm
I
a,
like
I'm
that.
a big movie person, so I like to watch movies. However, I'm terrible and I watch the same 5 movies.
I do too. I mean, I don't have many movies in my
Yes, we know.
my usual repertoire.
That's what I'm watching right now, actually. Thank you. Yes.
Let's see. Catch up with errands, of course, is on the board. Hitting the town, that kind of to me is the same thing, similar things. Other,
You don't have to hit
Curious
the town
what it
with
is.
friends, though. You can just go hang out.
right? Yeah, yeah.
Because
Exactly.
he doesn't like us. He doesn't want to hit the town with us.
Or you can meet up with friends, but not go out on the town.
That's true.
You know what
22%.
we need another karaoke night. It's been too long.
That's true. Very, very true. Coming up next, though, we're going to have a look at your First Alert 7 forecast, what to expect on this weather day. So our macro is tracking the threat of severe weather for the eastern Permian Basin. That is going to be the story for all day long. So you'll have details on that coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Now from the First Alert 7 Weather Center, here's meteorologist Sawyer McElroy.
Good morning and happy Tuesday, everybody. Here's a look at our weather alerts as we do start off the day. It is a first alert 7 weather day due to the threat of severe weather, but also some strong winds expected across the region. We do have a high wind warning that will go into effect this afternoon, continuing through tonight for the Guadalupe and Delaware Mountains for wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. And then a wind advisory as well in effect through that same time period, mostly for areas west of the Pecos for wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. It is mild this morning with temperatures in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, 61 in Midland, 60 here in Odessa. Those winds anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour. And we are starting off the day with a great deal of cloud cover this morning, but quiet conditions for now. Here's a look at that futurecast as we head through the day. Expect some clearing this morning with some peaks of sunshine, but those storms looking to pass through the area starting by about 2, continuing through this evening and into tonight. The biggest threat for severe weather is going to be for portions of the eastern Permian Basin, and that should clear out of our area by about 9 to 10 p.m. tonight. Of course, this is one model out of the various models, and not 100% accurate, but still an idea of what we could be seeing by this evening. For the severe weather outlooks, widespread strong to severe storms will be possible for those areas in brown. Scattered strong severe storms possible for those areas in yellow, and isolated strong severe storms possible for those areas in dark green. The biggest threat is going to be large hail up to 3 inches in diameter, even larger for those areas in brown. Damaging wind gusts, flooding threat is on the low end, but it floods every time it rains out here. And the tornado threat is low, but it is also there as well. Temperatures through today are still going to be on the warm side in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, with most warming into the 80s by this afternoon and evening. 82 for Midland and Odessa today. Here's a look at that first alert 7-10-day forecast. A cold front will pass through the area tomorrow, keeping breezy to windy conditions in the forecast and cooling things down Wednesday and Thursday, ahead of temperatures warming right back up into the weekend with highs back into the 80s and even 90s by Saturday.
We're definitely heating on up as we head into the weekend. 82 today. Going to be nice out there, but like we talked about and like Sawyer really hammered home, download that weather app. It's right there in the corner of your screen. Get it now free of charge on your Apple App Store, Google Play, anywhere you get your news as well. Now for a First Alert 7 exclusive by Lauren Munt. Thank you for joining us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Thank you for having me. It's been a little bit since I've been on the Extra show. I'm very excited to be back.
And we're so glad to have you back with a very special story. Like we said, an exclusive story only on First Alert 7. You were able to meet up with a local pianist who actually plays here at Music City Mall.
Well, you got it set up. You actually met Charles before I did, Reverend Charles Harshman. He plays the piano here every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. at Music City Mall. And you ran into him because he's so friendly. He stopped by. He was chatting with you. You passed his contact along to me, and I got to speak with him. It's been a month in the making for this story just because of scheduling conflicts and things that we were trying to work out, and then we decided it was such a good story, we wanted it to be a special report.
We're on Charles' time, that's right.
Yes, we are. It was such a good story. He's such a sweet man, and I don't know how to explain it other than just having you guys take a look. This mall can get kind of busy on Saturdays, but amid the franticness sits a piano to spread joy, minister, and heal, one note at a time. Every Saturday, from 2 to 4 p.m., Reverend Charles Harshman sits down and plays the piano.
I'm not educated in piano. I never had instructions, lessons, or anything like that. And I believe it's a God-given gift that I've come this far.
It's a gift that carried Mr. Harshman through the loss of his wife.
My wife and I had been married 67 years, and so I've been trying to transition all those years into the last 6 years, but it just doesn't happen.
After losing her, Charles moved from Lufkin to West Texas, prompting even more change in his daily routine. How has playing the piano here helped you through that?
It's something I look forward to, and it inspires me to continue on in what I'm doing, because otherwise I don't have much.
What started as a way just to fill the silence has turned into something far greater.
I have met so many friends, and a lot of them, as we say, we're friends, but yet we feel like we're family.
And after each set, Mr. Harshman takes a lap around the mall.
Coming to see you.
To greet his family.
How you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm good.
I have great friends in Dillard's and some of the other stores that I look forward to seeing every Saturday, and they look forward to seeing me.
So next time you're walking through the mall on a Saturday, stop by and take a moment to enjoy the music. In Odessa, Lauren Munt, First Alert 7 News.
Such a nice story. Beautiful as well, the music he plays. And
Isn't it so
it's
good?
fascinating how he learned to play piano as well.
Yes, God-given talent is what he says. He never had any kind of formal lessons or anything like that. He just started playing.
Just kind of sat down and took it on, and he says it's therapeutic for him after the loss of his wife, like you talked about.
It was. He says that so he was living in Lufkin, Texas, and his son, after his wife died, his son said he needed to move to West Texas to live at home with him. And going through that loss and losing all of your friends because you're moving to a new place is just really, really tough. And so he kind of made the best of it, and he formed a really beautiful community here at Music City Mall.
Wonderful story. Lauren, thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
After this quick break, we'll have a news and weather update. Stay with us.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
8:25 on this Tuesday morning. Good to have you with us here on First Alert 7. I'm Matthew Alvarez alongside meteorologist Sawyer McRae on a First Alert Weather Day, Sawyer.
Yeah, conditions are quiet as of now, but that will change as we head through the day. A high wind warning does go in effect later today, continuing through tonight for the Guadalupe and Delaware Mountains for wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. A wind advisory in effect through that same time period for those areas in tan, for wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Here's a live look outside of the skies of Pecos this morning, where you can see we are hanging on to some haze off in the distance. Temperatures currently sitting anywhere from the 40s to the 60s. Look at those gas prices, $3.49 in Pecos right now, 61 in Midland, 60 in Odessa. Those winds anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour. And we are starting off the day with quiet conditions, but hanging on to those clouds and that haze as well. That is kind of concerning, relating to our severe weather threat later today. Temperatures, though, are going to warm into the 60s, 70s, and a few 80s as well. 82 for Midland and Odessa today, 81 for Pecos and Monahans, 83 for Fort Stockton, 81 for Presidio. We do have that threat for severe weather later today. That does look to start by about 2 p.m., continuing through this evening. Should be ending by about 9 to 10 p.m. tonight. The biggest threat for severe weather is going to be for these areas in this brown color, where widespread strong severe storms will be possible. Large hail is going to be the biggest threat, with hail up to softball size, so 3 inches in diameter or larger possible, especially for those areas in that brown color. Damaging wind gusts, flooding threat is low overall, but it is West Texas. And tornado threat is low, but a few tornadoes are still possible. For tonight, lows into the 40s and 50s, 51 for Midland and Odessa. Those winds are going to be breezy, though, anywhere from about 15 to 35 miles per hour, gusts even higher. Looking ahead to that First Alert 7-10 day forecast, a cold front will pass through the area tomorrow, cooling things down, but keeping breezy to windy conditions in the forecast. A little bit cooler once again coming up on Thursday before those temperatures do warm right back up into the 80s and even 90s coming up by Saturday.
All right, Sawyer, thank you very much. We'll begin tracking crime where 9 migrants were caught Sunday night in Brewster County. The sheriff's office there saying the group was trying to sneak around the Highway 385 Border Patrol checkpoint. They were all turned over to Border Patrol for processing and eventual deportation. Now to your first alert on 5 West Texas sheriffs who are all pushing back against plans to build a border wall in the Big Bend. Now, the sheriff's offices of Presidio, Brewster, Culberson, Hudspeth, and Terrell counties all sent a letter to federal and state officials saying a physical wall is unnecessary. On top of that, just last week, the Alpine City Council passed a resolution which expresses their concern over a physical border wall. For the latest news, log on anytime to our website. That is firstalert7.com. Like Sawyer talked about, it is a First Alert 7 weather day, so download the First Alert 7 mobile weather app free in the Apple App Store and Google Play for the latest forecast and severe weather updates as we continue to get them from our team of meteorologists later on this afternoon. But we also invite you to tune in right now to Wake Up West Texas Extra, streaming live on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, our YouTube channel, our website, and of course, our mobile news app as well. In the meantime, we'll be back in another half an hour for another check of your news and weather on this Tuesday morning. So don't go anywhere. Keep it right here on First Alert 7.
From First Alert 7 News, with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching Wake Up West Texas.
Extra, good morning to you. 8:31 on this Tuesday morning. Sawyer's been toy boat tracking the forecast. I was going to say it's been a weather day. It's tracking the storms. You've been very busy today.
I have been busy, so if I sounded a breath, that's why.
She's running all over the place trying to get back here,
Yeah, I'm running
host the show.
all over.
There's a lot going
Host
on.
the show, clip my weather article, eat
She's
some
keeping
tacos.
everybody informed. Got to eat some tacos
Yeah,
too.
and it's a lot to
It's
talk
Taco
about.
Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday, but luckily, I mean, I guess not luckily, but the severe weather threat will be Tom T. Fertiller hanging
It'll
out
be
with
later
y'all
on today.
tonight. So I kind of just get to warn y'all beforehand, and then when things get dicey. That'll be Tom Tiller.
That's when the pro steps in. Tom
Yes.
Tiller himself.
Y'all probably prefer him anyway. That's fine.
Jeez.
It's okay.
We want West Texas to weigh in on our trivia question of the hour. I'm going to bring it back up on your screen if I can find the trivia question. Here it is. All right. How many hearts does an octopus have? Don't look it up because that's not very fun. 1, 3, 5, or 8. I went with 8 because it has 8 arms or tentacles.
I was going to say it's not really an arm. but
Not
okay.
arms, but yes, tentacles. I don't know the answer. I didn't know they had more than 1, I'll be honest with you, so that's interesting. 3 is at 33%. No one chose 1 or 5 just yet. Let us know what you think, not what you look up. FirstAlertSeven.com/vote. Scan the QR code right there on your screen.
I feel like a smarty pants. I didn't look it up, but I peeked at her
But you
answer.
feel like you know this?
I peeked at her answer from her.
What did you
answer.
pick?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, okay. I don't remember what you picked. I feel like it was 3. Or did you vote?
I didn't.
You did, oh, boy, now I don't know what it is. Well, what instrument's your favorite to play or listen to? I chose piano. I do play piano. I have played trumpet. It's been a while. And Sawyer, which one is on this list for you?
I chose violin.
Violin,
I love
okay.
a good string instrument. I never played violin. My sister did, though. She took lessons for, I don't know, 5, 6 years.
Wow,
We're
okay.
actually still really good friends with her violin teacher, her family. So,
That's cool.
But yeah,
Let
and
us know what
then-
instrument you play.
yeah, we have a couple of people in our family that play violin.
Awesome. I would love to. I think violin would be my next on my list to learn. Maybe guitar. Not sure if those translate at all. I really don't know. But probably violin. That would be wonderful to learn. It's nice to learn. It's very stimulating for your mind to learn an instrument, especially for kids. Bagpipes, though, need to get on the board. It is International Bagpipe Day, which we'll talk about shortly.
Yes.
We want you to also take us with you wherever you go. Work, school, grocery store. Download our app on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. Anywhere you go, that is where you can take Sawyer and I with you.
If you want to.
If you want
You
to.
should.
Yeah, we're like a podcast.
Today's been kind of fun.
It has been. I've had a great
A
time
little
today.
chaotic,
It's
but-
wonderful for a Tuesday. We need the boost.
Yeah,
For sure.
Tuesdays are always bad.
And we had
Kind of-
burritos.
Yesterday was pretty good. I'm kind of feeling it this morning, though. I don't know if it was. I mean, I slept relatively well. But
I did too.
I'm like, oh,
Oh, really?
yeah.
It's a busy day for you,
It
for
is a
sure.
busy day.
Very
we
busy.
have really a busy week through the rest of the week.
We do. We have a lot
talked
of
about that
fun going on.
yesterday.
Yeah.
We have a
How could I forget?
circus coming in to talk to us, and we'll hear from them on Thursday
And do something.
and do something. Yes.
Yes.
I think juggling might be involved.
I hope so.
We shall see.
Some flames
I can
flying.
juggle.
You can juggle. That would
Yes.
be maybe with your glass mugs or
No,
some of our mugs.
I juggled some like cookie packets out in the newsroom a couple weeks ago.
There you go.
Matthew
Jay
and
Hendricks can
Jacob were
juggle.
Like, hello. Yeah.
That's an interesting fact for you.
And then we also have Disney on Ice coming up on Friday. I will be out there hanging out with the Disney characters.
That's
My
right.
favorite place to be.
You and Lauren Munch are going to team up for that one. That'll be a lot of fun on that Friday.
Yes.
But like we mentioned earlier, today's International Bagpipe Day. It is first celebrated only back in 2012. Hard to believe. March
That
10th,
is
2012.
interesting.
It was co-founded by the International Bagpipe Organization and the Bagpipe Society. And I just love listening to bagpipes. We have some talented bagpipers out here in West Texas, especially on the Permian Basin Honor Flight. That's where I've been able to see them up close, being so tightly associated with the Honor Flight, because at every memorial built in their veterans' honors in Washington, D.C., they place a wreath, and along with that, bagpipes are played, especially for the send-off ceremony as well, and welcome home. So it's very cool. Happy International Bagpipe Day to all those who celebrate. To San Diego now, the Zoo Safari Park welcomed in 4 male cheetah cubs. These are the first cheetah cubs born at the safari park since 2020. The cubs are now emerging from their den, giving guests an opportunity to see them for the first time ever. Male cheetahs like these 4 brothers form groups called coalitions that will hunt and travel together for life, a unique trait for this primarily solitary species. Isn't that interesting?
It is interesting.
It's they never break apart. They're always together, and they're so cute and cuddly. Until they're not.
Yeah, until they're not. They're adorable, though. I love how small they are, and they look not ferocious right now, but of course they are.
And
Still
they're
going
fast.
Very fast, even though they're babies. I love their little faces. They look squishy. And their ears. They're a little roundy.
It's like little house cats, again, until they turn into that
Yeah.
adult cheetah, excuse me. Cheetah, not Chester
I
there.
do love it. Well, I mean, Chester is a cheetah.
Chester is a cheetah, that's right.
So,
Yeah, sorry.
anyway.
Thinking of food already.
I do love Cheetos. though.
Well, you probably see them on the street corner near you, near stores in your neighborhood. People spinning signs to get your attention for a business. I think of some tax places this time of the year that have the signs out there.
Yeah, it is tax season, huh?
Apparently there's an art to that. And in Las Vegas this past weekend, the 19th annual World Sign Spinning Championship was held. Organizers call it the ultimate competition where sports and advertising come together. Spinners came from dozens of U.S. cities and from some international locations as well. Contestants are judged on technical ability, execution, and of course, style.
Huh. Crazy.
Look at that style right there.
No, I love that. That's so
Up
fun.
and over, under, sideways, breakdancing. Oh, look at this. He matches his sign.
He does.
That's pretty cool. Black and gold. Awesome.
Interesting. I did not know this was a thing, but
There you go.
obviously there's a huge crowd there.
I'm waiting for the one that he's like breakdances there. Okay, there's this one.
They all break dance.
Oh, someone on the bottom of the screen there. Okay, there we go.
Doing like cartwheels. There's
Cartwheels.
a guy that like jump ropes over it.
Look at that
There's
one.
the
That's so
breakdance,
cool.
yeah.
Lots of balance and coordination. There we go. That was neat too. They're so
Gotta
talented.
jump
It's like an
over.
extension of their arm,
Oh
essentially.
no, this is the jump ropes. Pew, pow.
Wow. That's a big jump too. You could break the sign.
Or yours.
Or yourself. That's true.
You could trip on
That's true.
Face plant.
Oh boy, I could watch
That's
this
what I
all
would
day.
do.
Goodness.
Anyway.
Well, we're learning more about the Freedom 250 Grand Prix of Washington, D.C., the official Indy car, and the unique racetrack design that were unveiled on Monday. The car is red, white, and blue. Who would have guessed? Of course, in honor of America's 250th birthday. The first ever auto race on the National Mall will be 1.7 miles with 7 turns, and will integrate some of America's iconic landmarks, as you can see, such as the Washington Monument and U.S. Capitol Building, as well as many others throughout the entirety of the DMV there. This will happen from August 22nd to 23rd. It'll be a free event for everyone to enjoy. Fantastic. I can't imagine that on the streets of D.C. These wild Indy cars, especially this one here, taking off that fast. Reminds me of F1, and it's in Las Vegas. Incredible track. It's almost like a video game. But this is not F1. This is IndyCar. Uniquely American.
I was gonna say similar but different.
Yeah, similar but different. Yeah,
Yeah.
So two different worlds, similar sport. And there's the track right there, getting an idea of where the National Mall is. It's a tight track, tight course, but there are several turns into it, but it's in a very tight area. That's, I imagine, is going to be heavily secured for America 250 this summer.
Yeah, and honestly, it said it was, 1.7 miles? That really doesn't seem very long.
And it's not. It's about how much you walk if you've gone to the National Mall, what you're walking around the whole time.
I mean, obviously, it's probably going to be multiple laps, but
Right, yeah, multiple laps. But what great scenery, just these renderings that are showing. I saw the car in the video. It looks awesome. I believe one of the secretaries was there. I don't remember which one it was who was able to welcome the car to DC. But it looked really cool. Excited to see it.
it was under a blue, what is it called? Cloth yesterday.
Yeah, they unveiled
Yeah,
it right there in front of the
colorful cover.
U.S. Capitol building. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Women are now able to request female drivers on Uber. Uber. Why can't I read?
What is it?
Uber. So I have there's a story behind that.
Okay, I was going to say, do you like
My
purposely
grandpa calls it that.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, do you purposely mispronounce it? or
No, I
something?
did not. It's, well, with him, yes. So that's why it's like stuck in my brain. Kind of like another word called yatched that I also said on air one
You
time.
have said
Yacht. These are called women preferences. The option was first launched in a few pilot cities back in August and expanded later in the year. Now Uber is rolling out nationwide. Cities where Uber teen accounts are available will also let those Ubers and users and their guardians request female drivers, which I think is really nice to have that added comfort for those who feel more comfortable with the lady driving.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so a lot of our friends that we know who use Uber all the time at different times of the day have talked about wishing this was a feature because maybe they feel more comfortable with female driving.
Yes, we have heard stories
Absolutely.
and not good stories.
So curious to see if maybe Lyft follows suit or if they suit.
Lyft does have a
They do have a
female
feature.
driver option.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Glad to see Uber has jumped on board with the ride-sharing option there, especially now across the entire country.
Yes.
Next up, we have a photograph we want to show you. Speaking
Yes.
of, we were talking about car colors the last hour. That was our trivia question.
Yes, that was our trivia question.
It's like, what is the most popular car color these days? And it is just
White.
white.
Boring, plain old white.
Plain old white. At least Sawyer has a nice blue car here. This
Well,
was so.
this
What's
is
the
old.
story here?
So this was my first car. We were talking about it. It was a Ford Mustang convertible, obviously blue, but it was like a sparkly blue.
Oh,
it
okay,
wasn't
like
just
metallic
yeah,
flake.
you see blue cars these days and they're just kind of like plain blue like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a deeper blue. In the sun, it had like sparkles.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was my first car. Named a baby. I loved her.
Such a nice car.
The transmission died though, and
And that was that.
and I think it was more to replace it than to
It's
just
worth.
get a new car. Yeah. So or the value of the car. So we just got rid of it, and got a different car. But that was my first car.
So cool.
I miss it. I love convertibles though. I mean, if I could have a convertible again, I would. Especially out here because it's, it's so hot all the time.
Sunny and hot.
I would have a convertible, but I don't.
And they're less common nowadays. You're hard pressed finding convertibles now.
Yeah.
Again, that's another thing that was faded with time. Just like fun colors on cars, so do convertibles and different kind of designs and things like that, which is a whole other conversation as well. But really cool. Thank you for sharing your first car with us.
Yeah, my great uncle had a convertible when I was growing up, and so that's kind of where my love for convertibles came from, because we'd kind of cruise around in his convertible way back when we would be out in their town. And
it's a nice memory for you.
Yeah, very good memories of hanging out in his little convertible. And he eventually got rid of it as well, sadly. And it was a classic car too. It was like from the 50s. Like it was one of those like classic, like long.
What color was it?
Blue as well.
Ah, okay.
But it was like two-tone blue. It was like a lighter, like teal blue.
Sure.
And then it had like an even lighter blue, like a
base color on the bottom.
a base color.
So cool.
But anyway.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
We still have got a lot more to come here on Wake Up West Texas Extra this morning.
Thank you for streaming with us. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Now from the First Alert 7 Weather Center, here's meteorologist Sawyer McElroy.
Good morning and happy Tuesday, everybody. It is a First Alert 7 weather day due to the threat of severe weather coming up later on. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines, though, as we do start off the day. After the severe weather threat today, we are going to see conditions clearing out and quieting down through the rest of the extended forecast, with up and down temperatures on the way. We do have a couple of wind alerts, though, to start off the day. A high wind warning in effect later today through tonight for the Guadalupe and Delaware Mountains for wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. And a wind advisory in effect through that same time period for those areas in Brown for wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Looking at that severe weather outlook for today, it has shifted just slightly, but still going to see that biggest severe weather threat for eastern portions of the region. With large hail up to 3 inches in diameter possible, tornado threat is low, but we could see a few tornadoes as well. Damaging winds and flooding are all possible as well. 3-day rain chances, 50% chance for the Midland-Odessa area throughout today, 20% chance continuing into tonight, and then tomorrow hanging on to about a 5 to 10% chance, but overall clearing things out. And like I mentioned, temperatures will be up and down anywhere from 1 degree below where we should be for this time of year to 21 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. This morning, though, we are starting off the day with quiet conditions, a little bit hazy out there and hanging on to some clouds. Temperatures ranging from the 50s to the 70s, 60 currently at Midland International Air and Spaceport, and those winds anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. Aside from those conditions that we are seeing across the state this morning, which, like I said, not too bad just yet, we are hanging on to some showers and thunderstorms for central and eastern portions of Texas to start off their day. And there is a severe weather threat for other portions of Texas as well. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we do have that cold front on the way tomorrow. That will cool things down, clear things out, but we will see breezy to windy conditions continuing for Wednesday. Still cool coming up Thursday before warming things back up with temperatures back into the 80s and even 90s coming up by this weekend.
Wow, look at that. I mean, that forecast is just all over the place, really running the gambit for sure. Be sure and download the First Alert 7 weather app for today, especially on this First Alert weather day. One of probably many severe weather situations we go through every single year.
I was going to say, it just started. You know, severe weather season has just started. So you do really want to be weather aware, vigilant, because, you know, we could see things popping up very quickly coming up later today. The time frame is about from 2 and really looking to be sub-severe around 2, but overall from 2 to about 8 to 9 p.m. tonight.
So it's quite a long threat. And as well, we're 10 days out from spring. We're in the final 10 days of winter as well.
Wow.
So hard to believe. Let's turn now to news across the nation this morning, where another service member was killed during the conflict with Iran has now returned home.
And we are learning more about an ISIS-inspired attack outside of the mayor of New York City's mansion. CBS's Jesse Mitchell has some of today's top stories.
Vice President J.D. Vance and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth attended the dignified transfer of a 7th U.S. service member killed during the conflict with Iran. Army Sergeant Benjamin Pennington died after being wounded during a March 1st attack on an air base in Saudi Arabia. The transfer came hours after President Trump told reporters in his first official press conference since the war began that he believes the military operation is ahead of schedule and would be over, quote, very soon. In New York, 2 high-profile luxury real estate brokers and their brother were convicted of sex trafficking following a trial over accusations they drugged and raped multiple women. Oren, Alan, and Tal Alexander were found guilty on all counts. According to Reuters, an attorney for Alan Alexander says he will appeal the verdict. And 2 Pennsylvania men were charged Monday in what court documents described as an ISIS-inspired attack outside the mayor of New York City's mansion. Police say the men threw homemade bombs into the crowd of anti-Muslim protesters. The 18 and 19-year-old suspects were charged Monday with 5 counts, including use of a weapon of mass destruction. Those are some of the day's top stories. Jesse Mitchell, CBS News, New York.
Let's turn now to health headlines now, where artificial intelligence analysis of mammograms can predict if someone is at risk for serious or fatal heart disease. Researchers at Emory University found that AI programs can look at standard X-ray mammography scan and detect the buildup of calcium in the breasts, which is linked to the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and death. With this technology, researchers say breast cancer screenings could also be used to detect cardiovascular disease as well.
Interesting. And racial disparities in food insecurity exist in both low and high income homes. A study published in JAMA found that food insecurity, which means limited or uncertain access to adequate and nutritious food, is particularly high among Black and Native American communities. The study's authors say that this shows that income isn't the only factor that contributes to inequalities in access to food.
Recreational drugs like cannabis, cocaine, and amphetamines can greatly increase the risk of stroke. The University of Cambridge study found that cocaine and amphetamines double the risk of a stroke, and even cannabis increases the stroke risk by 1/3. Researchers also found the risk increase even for younger users of drugs. Interesting.
And Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is pushing medical schools nationwide to teach more about nutrition, all in an effort to make America healthy again. In an announcement Thursday, the HHS Secretary revealed that the Trump administration has secured pledges from 53 medical schools across 31 states to require, quote, meaningful nutrition training for future doctors. The voluntary commitment means that the schools will now offer at least 40 hours of nutrition education to students, or an equivalent, beginning this fall.
Today's announcement strengthens the doctor-patient relationship. It equips physicians to work hand-in-hand with dietitians and other health professionals. And it shifts our system toward prevention instead of perpetual prescriptions.
The Trump administration says it will not dictate that curriculum, but will dedicate $5 million in federal funds to help medical schools and other institutions that sign on.
Anthropic is suing the Trump administration, alleging the Pentagon illegally labeled labeled it a supply chain risk. It affects how Anthropic can do business with companies that work with the Pentagon. The conflict comes after the AI giant tried to impose restrictions on how the government uses its tool. Anthropic does not want it involved with mass surveillance of U.S. citizens or autonomous weapons. Is that what they want to use it for?
I hope not. Meghan
boy.
Markle is on her own to operate her As Ever brand. The Duchess of Sussex and Netflix. It's a hard word to say.
Sussex. Sussex? Sussex. Sawyer.
Don't make fun of me, okay?
Oh, boy.
It's hard. You've been having a hard time talking to me.
I have been. No kidding.
Okay, she ended her partnership with Netflix on the brand, which includes things like jams and teas. It was launched last year in collaboration with Netflix's Consumer Products division. The brand was heavily tied into her show with Love, Meghan, which also ran on Netflix. Netflix says it was always intended that Markle would eventually take full control of the brand.
All right. That's interesting to hear from. I haven't heard from Meghan Markle or even Prince Harry in a long time.
No, pretty quiet.
They kind
You
of
know who
fell out
has
of the
been
headlines.
In the news, though, Harry Styles.
I thought you were going to say Prince Andrew. It's like, yeah, he definitely has been, hasn't he? Who, Harry Styles?
Yeah.
You're saying he hasn't been?
No, he has.
Why?
He released a new album.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Oh, gosh,
Good
what
for
is it
him.
called? Hold
He's
on.
One Directioner, huh?
Well, part of
Or
the One
formerly.
Direction, but yes.
That's right. Good for him.
It is. Hold on.
Do you like Harry Styles?
Yeah.
Like as an artist?
Just kiss all the time, disco occasionally.
That's
the
interesting.
album name.
Wow, very Taylor Swift of him. Well, Ford has recalled over 1.7 million vehicles due to issues involving the rearview camera. The recall affects certain Bronco, Edge, Explorer, Escape, as well as Lincoln Corsair and Aviator models. The model years range from 2020 to 2024. Depending on the vehicle, the rearview cameras will not either display while the vehicle is in reverse or the image will be inverted. I've seen that happen. Both situations may increase the risk of a crash. Ford will repair the software for free once it is available. It's an issue that's happened before on Escapes, and so they're trying to work the software bug out as well. So if you have a problem, reach out to your local Ford dealer.
I don't have a rear view camera.
You don't?
No. That's the only one downside of my car.
I didn't know that.
So I don't have
What
a backup
year is
camera.
it?
2014.
Oh, it was before the mandate in 2018. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
My dad has a 2012 and he has a backup camera.
I was saying, yes.
So it's kind of frustrating. Yeah, that's like the
I
one
didn't
downside.
realize.
Everything
Okay.
else with my car is great gas mileage, you know, the sync system, whatever. I can Bluetooth my phone, do it.
Right.
But the only thing I don't have is a backup camera. And
Fascinating.
it could have
Sawyer.
a backup camera because it has the display. It just doesn't have a camera.
Interesting. Okay, so maybe we have to get at third party, but
Possibly.
is it worth it? You're really good about backing up anyways. You just kind of
I don't know. The HEB parking lot terrifies me.
That's true.
I need a backup camera for when I pick up my groceries.
Busy
I'm
grocery
like,
store. Yeah.
People zooming through, and I'm like, I'm gonna.
I didn't know that about your car. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know. And I've ridden in your car. I don't know how I've never noticed that. Goodness.
Yeah, you have, I guess.
And now we're going to take a quick break for a First Alert 7 news and weather update for our TV viewers on Channel 7. So don't go anywhere. We'll have the answer to our trivia question this hour in just a moment here on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Time now is 8:55 on this Tuesday, a First Alert weather day. I'm here with meteorologist Sawyer McElroy with what to expect. Sawyer, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Matthew. Conditions are quiet as of now, but that will change as we continue through the day. We also do have a couple of wind alerts as we start off our Tuesday. A high wind warning will go into effect later today, continuing through tonight for the Guadalupe and Delaware Mountains for wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. A wind advisory in effect through that same time period for those areas in tan for wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Here's a live look outside of the skies of Pecos this morning. As you can see, we do have a little bit of humidity, some haze out there. Temperatures currently sitting at 46 in Pecos, 61 in Midland, 60 here in Odessa. So it is rather mild as we do start off the day. Here's a look at those winds, anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. And overall quiet conditions right now, but that will change as we head through the day. Temperatures are going to warm anywhere from the 60s to the 80s, most into the 80s though by this afternoon and evening. 82 for Midland and Odessa. But we do have that severe weather threat starting by about 2, continuing through 8 to 9 p.m. tonight. Widespread strong severe storms possible for those areas in that brown color. Scattered strong severe storms for those areas in yellow. Isolated strong severe storms for those areas in dark green. The biggest threat is going to be large hail and strong winds, but a few tornadoes cannot be ruled out as well. Coming up tonight, still breezy to windy with those winds anywhere from about 15 to 35 miles per hour. Wind gusts even higher than that. Lows into the 40s and 50s as we do head into our Wednesday. 51 overnight for both Midland and Odessa. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast. We do have a cold front on the way Wednesday that will keep breezy and windy conditions in the forecast tomorrow, but cool temperatures down a little bit. 70s coming up Wednesday and Thursday before temperatures warm right back up into the weekend. 87 on Friday, 92 on Saturday, ahead of another cold front on Sunday. That will bring more breezy conditions to the forecast for the second half of the weekend and slightly cooler temperatures as we head into next week. But really want to be weather aware today with the threat for severe weather starting this afternoon, continuing through this evening and into the early nighttime hours.
Let's turn now to your first alert on 5 West Texas sheriffs who are pushing back against plans to build a border wall in the Big Bend area. The sheriffs of Presidio, Brewster, Culberson, Hudspeth, and Terrell counties sent a letter to federal and state officials saying the region's rugged terrain already limit large-scale border crossings, making a physical wall unnecessary. And they aren't the only ones opposed to this. Just last week, the Alpine City Council passed a resolution expressing their concern over a physical border wall. In the community, a new exhibit is now open at the Midland Army and Airfield Museum that highlights West Texas's role in World War II. The display explores how the region helped fuel the war effort through oil production and pilot training. The exhibit showcases how West Texas played a critical role during the war, like providing the oil that powered military vehicles and aircrafts all around the world. It also highlights how airfields across the region trained thousands of pilots who would go on to fly missions during the war.
We decided that we needed to put a new exhibit out here. There hasn't been one in 10 years. And the idea behind the exhibit is to link Midland and its Army Airfield Bombardier School with the oil industry here, which was instrumental in winning World War II.
It gives visitors a chance to learn more about the area's history and the impact of the Permian Basin during World War II. For the latest news, log on anytime to our website, that is firstalert7.com. We invite you to download the First Alert 7 mobile news app, but also the weather app. Very good to have on this First Alert weather day with later on severe weather threat after 2 o'clock this afternoon. In the meantime, also tune into First Alert 7 News at noon a little bit later on today with Jacob Brandenburg and meteorologist Sawyer McRoy for the latest updates on not only the forecast, but the latest news headlines as well. Make it a great Tuesday. All right, here is the poll question. That's one of them of the morning.
No, we
Let me
need
pull it
our
up.
trivia question, Matthew. There
How
we go.
many hearts does an octopus have? 1, 3, 5, or 8? I chose 8 because they have that many arms. And so it's the winning answer, by the way, 67%. But is it the correct answer? Sawyer has that answer.
It's not. It is 3 hearts.
Is it 3 hearts?
I knew it was 3. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I didn't know
it's just
zoomed in.
you.
My bad. 3 hearts.
Wow, look at that.
1, 2, 3. Courtesy of our.
There's 2 hearts here with Sawyer and I. There we go. We appreciate you.
Heart's weird. I don't know.
I can't do it, yeah, unfortunately. Thanks for streaming with us. We definitely had a fun day.
It was an interesting day for sure, but make sure to stay tuned to First Alert 7 as we continue through the day for updates on our First Alert severe weather threat
That's
as
true.
we head through the day. I'll continue to keep you updated on First Alert 7 News at noon, and then Tom Taylor coming up later today. But thank you for streaming with us. We'll see you coming up tomorrow morning.